So I wanted to do a quick little video on my Audi 2007 Audi A4 Quattro on a problem that I recently had. One day I came outside and the battery was dead and I couldn't figure out what happened, and I went online and started searching videos, and I found a forum where people were saying that they were having the same problems, and it was a comfort control module. So I did a lot of research on the comfort control module and found out what it does, where it's at, and everything like that. It controls your doors, your alarm system, your windows, and your roof. This is a convertible, so my roof was not working, my windows would not go up and down, and couldn't figure it out, and my battery was dead. So at first I thought it was my battery, and then I replaced the battery. Then after the battery, nothing was still working. I figured because it's an Audi with all the sensors in it, you have to replace or reset everything. I tried resetting the windows, the roof, nothing was working. So found out that it is a comfort control module, which is this right here. Excuse my messy car. And this thing right here controls a lot of things. But this was the the culprit. And so this was the culprit behind my problems right here. So I want to do a quick video. I'm not going to take my car apart because I've done it enough. I've been through it. But your comfort control module is right here on under your floor. Don't know why they put it there, but it is here. And I just want to show you how easy it is to get to it, so you can do it yourself. All that you have to do is pull this trim up right here, and then that right there will automatically come out. This trim right here on the side comes out, and then for me, I just had the one nut, the one bolt right there to pull that out right there, and then all of that comes out. And it's easy, it's nothing hard to do. You pull up, comes right out, just a little clip in there holding it down, and then this part here goes under the clip, so it pretty much holds it in place, right? So it's nothing hard to do. But basically, see, once you put it back down, it'll snap in, but I can't do it with one hand right now. But let's see, whatever, I'll snap it in later. Been a little stubborn, camera shy. But yeah, your module is actually right underneath your feet. It sits right here. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen for them to put an electronic under there. But this is what it looks like. So a couple of things that I want to point out is it's easy to do by yourself. You just have to make sure that when you get one, that you match up this exactly. So see, you'll get a lot. There's a ton of them with the 880959433. The difference is this last letter here. You're going to see them in lots of combinations. You're going to see a B, a C, an E, and F. I'm just trying to remember all the ones I've seen. They just go on and on. And then there are double letters too. There's a CC, a CG, like a CB. Don't just buy any random one and put it into your car, because you're going to have some stuff that's just not going to work. You're going to throw error codes because it's not programmed for your model vehicle. I've saw online where a couple of people tried it, and then they were online, you know, trying to figure out why nothing was working. So I did not want to mess with that. So I made sure that I went out and got the exact same one, which was not easy. It took me 2 days to find a used one. I didn't want to pay $900 for mine. I ended up paying $350 for mine. But yeah, once you get underneath, one couple of things I want to point out is actually, see, I was trying not to put these down, is getting into it. So all it is are these clips right there. And these clips, when they're down, you kind of have to get two up at the same time. So the module's in your car like this, pretty much, and that harness holds it. So you can only lift it up pretty much like from here. It's in like this, and you can lift it, but you can't really pull it out or anything. So your space is tight, but all you have to do pretty much is try to get two of the clips up at the same time. So this back end will be facing you, and you can see those are hinges there. Hold on. See that? Those are not clips. So don't try to take this clip off first. That's the closest one to you. Is going to be the one you're going to probably go after first. You have to go after this one and this front one. And once you get a corner up, and you can do it with your hand. If I was trying to screwdriver and everything. Once you get a corner up and get some pressure, the rest of them just easily come off with your thumb. So once you get in, this module sits down in here, and it's just clips. See those two clips right there? They just slide, they just pop right underneath. So the back end in here slides underneath right there, like that. See that? And then if you push down those two clips there, I don't want to do it because I have one hand. The two clips will snap it right into place. And then after that, these are your wires. I have them loose because I don't want to take them off while I'm trying to do this. But this is the order of your wires: the yellow, the red, and then the small black one. And then you have a longer black one, and then this one. And the clips are on the opposite side. So you just have to reach your finger behind and push in the clip and pull up, and they pop right off. Just take a picture. I think they only can go in one way, but I took a picture just to remember the order. And this is that nasty little box, and even me messing with it like this, the smell is horrible. My box was submerged in water, so I didn't get to that. I guess my drain underneath my battery, your drain on most of these vehicles is underneath your battery. My drain was clogged up, and the water had nowhere to go, so it runs down, and it runs down your door somehow, and it gets under your carpet. This comfort control module was submerged in water underneath my, right here. This module sits in a little space, a little pocket underneath, and all the water runs into that pocket. And feel it, I couldn't see the top. It was that much water. I was in shock on how much water got underneath. But once I got under there and pulled it out and got all the water out, it took me like 30 minutes to get all the water out of my car. You get to this module. First of all, find the right model number. That's your key. And then I ordered it. Took a long time. It was hard, but I found it, right? Then so let me show you what happened to mine. So I cleaned it up. But if you look in there, you can see how bad that is right there. There's just a lot of burning and everything in there. But I was trying to be, oh man, this smell. Sorry, this smell is terrible. I was trying to be hopeful, and maybe if I clean it up and dry it out, it will work. This side is debatable. But you can see, right, it's hard to see, but that chip in there is just burnt up all together. So that wasn't going to work. But here's the worst part. Yeah. And this was just caked on, just burnt, charred. As I started cleaning, I was like, oh boy, that thing is done. Burnt all the way down to the metal and burnt through the metal. So yeah, this is what happens. It gets wet. You get a small little fire. And let me show you on the inside of this box here. See if we can get some light. As you can see in there was a small little fire. Great. And it smells so bad. But yeah, go find your model and then replace it. It's not hard. It's very easy. It takes 10 minutes to do it. I was quoted $2,000. The part was $1,000. Then they said they were going to have to go into, you get all the stuff, how that goes. They're going to have to go into it, reinstall it, and then they have to reprogram it, blah, blah, blah. It was like $1,800. And I was just like, no. Then one place wanted to total my car because the carpet got wet, which was not going to happen either. I just laughed at that one and walked out. It's a convertible. They get wet. Sorry. It's 15 years old. It's not in perfect shape. Things happen, but it's fixable. The car ran perfect. My windows wouldn't go up and down, and my roof. But in the wintertime, the car is perfect for the wintertime, right? You don't need the windows anyway. But yeah, just trying to remember all my points. Just find this module, get the exact same one, because if you don't, they're not gonna match. You're probably gonna throw some error codes, and you're gonna have to take it somewhere and have them recode it or reprogram it. Someone told me $300 to do it, and that's just some guy. So I don't know how much someone at a shop would have charged me. Probably more. But yeah, you can do it. I did it. Oh, and one more thing. After I put this in, my windows worked, right? But my roof still wasn't working. And my interior lights here weren't coming on and off. Went back in, jumped on the computer, and someone, this is where your fuses are. Right there. And this is the panel that goes in there. Okay, just for reference. We got all this stuff stuck in here. So I had a flat tire going to buy fuses. That's what all of that is. But anyway, this right here is your fuses, your diagram. It tells where everything is. Someone said to look for your central comfort electronic, which is, you can see there, number 24. So on this diagram, and I know it's hard to see, let me get some more lighting. There, you can see where 24 is, hopefully. Right here, that fuse was blown. So I guess when you had when my comfort control module got wet, it blew the fuse. So it did its job, but yeah, so pretty much if you put this in and something's still not working, check your fuses. My cigarette lighter fuse was blown also because I pulled the wrong fuse. 33. I thought 33 was the one I was looking for. Right there, cigarette lighter. I just was pulling out 20 amps because I did not even see this right here because I'm blind, obviously. So I was just trying to figure out which one was which. So I was just looking at the 20s, and I pulled 20 amps. And the cigarette lighter one I pulled, the 33. And I was like, oh, there it is. Went down, got a flat tire, There's all my crap down in there, trying to fix a tire, plug it, didn't work. And then pretty much basically I replaced that one and nothing was still working, and I was like, what's going on? And then I've tried to find a diagram, and I remembered this is on here, and I came in and looked at this, and it's like, oh, it's 24. Pulled 24 out, and it was really blown. It almost caught on fire. So once I pulled that one out and replaced it, everything started working. So I'm back. Just a couple of things. Make sure that your drain is up underneath your hood under the battery. There's a hole under there where all your water is supposed to run and then run out of the car. Make sure that that's not backed up. Leaves get in there, dirt, those little we call them helicopter things, get into there and block it up, and water can't drain, and the water runs down and messes up your car. So if you have any questions, I know, there are videos online with people taking it apart, so that's why I didn't make one. Look for those, but I just wanted to go through what I experienced. Like I say, if you have any comments, just leave ask any questions, leave a question down below and I'll get back to you. Thanks a lot.